welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. It's the UNLV Rebels and the North Dakota State Bison. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Checking in with Coach Caldwell before the game, guys. He told me one of the things Coach talked to me about before the game was just how important it is to get back on track. This team is on a losing streak here, but they know they are better than what their record shows. He said if we can get out to an early start, set the tone, we are going to be just fine. He's challenged his team to focus better and communicate early in this ball game. I'll let you know how it looks from down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So UNLV's offense will go to work first. And more wide receiver is a playmaker. He's worked his way into this passing attack, and the coaches are very pleased with his progress.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one... He's loose down the middle. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Rebels! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And now North Dakota State gets its first chance to go on offense. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Hand off again. Looking for a crease. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. UNLV will start this drive as the offense is out there and ready to cook. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Motion from the wideout. To the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Let's talk for just a minute here about UNLV. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. The give to the single back. Worked his way out across the 35, got it up to the 37-yard line, but still a little bit short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Looks it in. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets past the marker. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the...
And he's got room. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Leaves it in his belly. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. The Rebels are flying down the field. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now they'll try the right side. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The give. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Gives it. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Upstairs to make the catch. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Motion from the wide receiver. Sells the run, wants to pass. Finds his man. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He locked up and held on to bring him down. Third and 6 yards to go. Taylor wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Hands it off. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Stopped right there.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got them.
Throws it deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off play action on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking for the edge. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Trying to make one miss. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. On the move. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. UNLV will start this drive. The offense out there ready to go. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Taylor wants to throw it. Rush right in his face. Right side, it's man. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. Just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll try to keep that. from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires quickly. Stopped right there.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 16 team, the Illinois Fighting Illini.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
I caught up with the North Dakota State head coach at the half. They have got to continue to get the ball to their nice young wide receiver. All of that Heisman hype late in this season, it is warranted. He has been a complete game changer in the game, and coach said this isn't just Heisman hype. This is game-changing performance and ability, and they've got to continue to feed him the rock. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Could not make his way to the corner.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
3rd and long coming up. He's got the tight end. There he goes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Looking for a crease to the left. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Hey, 3rd down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Making the adjustment. Got to make the play on 4th. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Finds his tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Second down, gonna throw it. Fires to the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Hey, take it. 80-22, let's go. 80-22, let's go. Level. Go.
Wants to throw one first. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Makes a catch, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on first and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Taylor wants to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. They'll start this drive at their own 48. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the top. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
They're all over it. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And that's frustrating for an offense, man, because you got great field position set up. You want to be aggressive. You want to take advantage of it. But in order to do that, the offensive line has to do their job. You've got to give your QB time. They don't do it. And back-to-back plays, they're going the...
Trying to get behind the defense. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for room. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's man. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
They give it to him again. They put the brakes on it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Taylor wants to throw it. Gets open down the middle. Breaks the tackle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Rebels send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields the punt. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. They dug themselves out of a 14-0 hole, and now a chance to take the lead on this drive. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll ride the hot hand. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. 2nd and long here. Back to throwing, they've got to go a long way. Still looking. He'll pull it down. Keeps it himself and gets the first. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Uh-oh, look out. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
From the gun, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on 3rd down, and they're looking at 4th and plenty of work to do. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! They take the lead here in the 4th.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, down here on the UNLV sideline, I can see a big-time decision looming right now with the coaching staff. They need this field goal. They need to rely on their kicker right now, but he's already missed in this game, so I can see conversations happening. The kicker is working into the net right now, trying to keep calm and cool. If they do call his number, we'll see what they decide. I'll keep you posted. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Good, strong tackle.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit? When he's not scared to come up and tackle. A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's picked.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. He'll do it himself. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9. Defense calls a timeout. 2:07 remaining on the clock. Interesting strategy here to try to maximize their use of the 2-minute timeout. Long way to go on 2nd down. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open. And as a result, it's an incompletion.
Hand off from the shotgun. They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the 1st down, and now they have a decision to make. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Making the adjustment on the play. Using his feet. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
Breaks into the open. Just plowing ahead.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. Sells the run, looking to pass. Lucky to get it off.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Taylor wants to throw. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack. Because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get us.
They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Hard running there. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in the groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation.